are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. And so we are jumping straight back into our series with 2.5. And we've just finished part 1 yesterday, so we're moving on to part 2. So this is going to be the first half here. And I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 videos here before we finish wrapping everything up. At least that's what I'm going to shoot for. So this is going to be the first half, and we're just going to jump straight on into it. So we have Claire here. If you remember last time, we sadly had to say goodbye to Moonbrita, who I still think was an amazing character. She just was so funny. But yeah, so unfortunately we have to move on. So the quest we have now is Mask of Grief. Minfilia has a request to make of you. Doesn't she always? Have you a moment, Claire? I believe Ida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbrita's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. Why don't you go help your friend? Okay, you think this would be the one time you want to help out. Like, go and listen to her. You don't need us, technically, to do it. Still, not too many people, just the original Scions. Hey, it's Claire. Great. Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this, which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Rathfrost. I don't know, her voice just clogs up my throat. Alright. I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, I find Rowena difficult to get along with, especially because she makes us pay through the nose all the time. Like, come on, lady. Like, I mean, we've saved the world many times, including saving you. You think you'd be maybe a little bit nicer to us? I mean, that's not asking for too much, is it? Oh well, what can you do? Alright, so let's just go ahead. We pick up the flower, and then we'll go and deliver it to that stone. If you remember last time, that's where we ended up going. It's where the Mark of the Scholar is. Alright, let's just head on out. And I'm not walking, I'm just flying straight over there. And fate, or a fate, really? Whatever. Okay, so... oh, this flag is killing me. What can I do for you today, adventurer? A trinket to trade. Sack of gil received from Ida in exchange for a single moon daisy. They got you running errands now. Them Scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior of Eorzea to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the chocobo stables next. Don't think they haven't tried. Anyway, what was it you here to pick up? The moon daisy, was it? Here then, take it. And tell that Ida lass I got a wide selection of headgear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dourly old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. Okay. So Rathfrost is over this way. This music is so not in the mood. Okay, but where is it? Not that far, is it? I could find my way here just fine during the dark, so... Oh, this is gorgeous. Like this crystalline tree. I really don't know how that happened, but it's gorgeous. Ugh, Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again. And then again. And then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Okay, moon daisies are often hung to rafters, trees, or other elevated locations to represent the celestial body when performing holy rituals to the goddess Menphina during daylight hours. I was going to say Menphina is not a moon goddess. Moonbreed, I love these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
Ah, hello.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
It's funny, he only appears when he knows no one else is looking. Here they come. I'm just wondering why they're flying from the south. Wonder why that is.
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
I'm just trying to figure out where those dragons came from, because where they're positioned, they would be flying in from the south. Why would they be flying in from the south, though? Because most dragons throughout Eorzea are really mostly confined to, if not Coerthas, more to the Dravanian lands, like to the northern regions past Coerthas. So why would a whole bunch of them be flying in from the south? And then again, I remind myself, just plot convenience. It always goes back to plot convenience. Always, every time. Oh well. And here we are. Okay, we're back, safe and sound. Come on, let go. Why? Jeez, why does the load take forever? Oh man, I'm dreading Endwalker when it comes to the load screens. It's gonna be so bad. I just have to see. And... nah, it doesn't look like she says anything new. That's fine. So we're gonna be heading back out to Coerthas soon. Is this where the next trial is? I'm not sure. It's either this one or the next video that I'll do will have the trial for the Steps of Faith. Okay. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeda's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little room to warn. The envoy from Coerthas will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. I'm guessing Lucia's here then. Okay, defenders for Ishgard. Alphino awaits the arrival of the Ishgardian envoy. The envoy is here. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians. Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Emmerich himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at a cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Coerthas at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Udal must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well, I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Medgartsimur and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. 'Twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Claire. I think that this is when she's starting to really like us. She really didn't like us before. I mean, I understand why she didn't like us before. Again, I can't speak too much of it. Damn, I hate spoilers, but let's just say that she had a reason for not liking us. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, I know what this is. Nothing good.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
I swear, I first thought that she was going to summon Shiva when I first saw this scene.
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
She really does look like a villain here, with that evil laugh. But I honestly don't think how she thought that this could end in any possible way other than bad. I really don't. Okay. Heading out to Ishgard. So this is going to be getting very interesting very quickly. I just know it. Seems I was the swifter, Claire. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about can't tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. Aww. I got my two kitties all curled up together. That is so cute. They look so comfortable. Oh. They're so cute, they're making my teeth rot out. So sweet, they're making my teeth rot out. So, can't really see anything here at the gates right now. Father Bowman? Gates of justice are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. The first line of defense can be so easily shattered. Mark the nervous glance of our friends share. The dragons have attacked, yes, but something else has occurred. Something unexpected. Let us question the knights ere we proceed. Okay. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections! I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protections that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Aren't you a good son? And ooh, this knight sure doesn't look good, do they? When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Okay, I think we know enough of what happened. And we didn't even need to watch the cutscene to know that. It seemed the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Emmerich awaits you. Really? We get there, we come out here, and we gotta go back again, and probably later come back to the gates. Yippee. Okay, the Wyrm's roar. Alphino seems eager to return to Camp Dragonhead. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Archifont will know of Sir Emmerich means to receive us. Man, so it didn't end well, basically is what they're saying. So imagine Ishgard has like several barriers protecting itself. So most of the time they don't even get past the first barrier, and then I'm guessing they have like 2 or 3 other protective barriers protecting them. And once they get all through to those, like I'm guessing like the outer barriers are able to keep most of them out, but I'm guessing maybe the stronger ones are able to just barrel right on through. But with the first one gone, they have even less defense, being able to basically hoard off the horde. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plummeting into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Camp Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat with you in the intercessory. Oh, I miss snow so much. Oh, I'm originally from a snowy city, and I moved down south where it's hot in summer practically all the time, and I hate it. I miss snow. Oh well. Ishgard's future hangs in the balance. If the city's salvation rests on our assistance, I cannot well withhold it. Even so, I mean to make Sir Emmerich sweat for his reinforcements. On this occasion, feigning disinterest may serve the cause of Eorze's unity better than naked philanthropy. Come, let us find out what the concessions the Holy See is willing to make. Yeah, this is not gonna be easy. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Ishgard and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of justice ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move to the subject of reinforcements, however, I should introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally. Estinian. He's here! Yeah, I played through the Dragoon questline, so I already know who he is. Oh, I forgot how badass he looks in that armor. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lands, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of the dragons, and may thus content with any Dravania. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Claire, I did not come to challenge you this day. At least not yet, is what he wants to say. Now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive over the assault on the gates. But seeing that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanian share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Haldrith, the beast is said to have terrorized Coerthas since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrith plucked from the beast worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through an endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms, they who spent centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that, we cannot be sure. Though we know the heretics covered the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. I thought it obvious. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. It is a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such insensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde will have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Coerthas will be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole providence of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans arrive, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Coerthas. They would not even have to draw steel. Imperial Providence sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well, we will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you, and the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. But you do. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Dafian's collar and shatter remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. Well, that's not good. Okay, let's go ahead and speak with them. I'm painfully aware of the hypocrisy at our request and the self-inclined nature of our predicament. But should it serve to defer my people from their unkind fate, gladly shall I bow my head and beg for aid. I expect, nay, welcome the coming storm of scorn and disdain. You can't be mad at him. Like, you cannot not like this guy. Nidhogg, he is the source of our suffering. If we do not fell the worm, these endless clashes count for naught. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect the softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperations comes as something of a bittersweet victory. Days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. Oh, you have no idea. Okay. It's committed to the cause. Alphino is ready to begin making preparations for war. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent. Why? Why do we need her permission for every little thing? Okay, let's go through here. Why am I not surprised? Well, didn't have to wait that long that time, so at least you seem to be learning. Okay. Let's see if everyone's ready for war. And Tataru and Flamia, you two... Oh, okay, there's others over there. If you're looking for the Scions, they've already left for the Alliance nations. I do hope Ishgard will be saved. Concerning recent history, will there be any amongst the Alliance willing to aid the Holy See? Ishgard has few friends in the bargaining table. Should events take a turn for the worse, we are fortunate that the settlement is such a popular crossroads for so many veteran adventurers. Though I've never seen one myself, it is said that dragon's lair just below the borders of my homeland. Actually, that's not entirely untrue. The town has all been calm throughout this talk of war, but if those dragons come to Revenant's Toll, there'll be panic aplenty, I'd wager. Okay.
Alphino, it is good to see you.
Thank you.
Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
I did not even see Yuhase there.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
Why is she looking at me when she says that? Why?
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
That's not good. You think they'd be a little bit more careful, though, about speaking in front of everyone. He knows something's up. I've always liked him. Volunteer Dragon Slayers. Ophelia would have you assist with the preparations being made for the defense of Ishgard. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading Alliance leaders to grant such supports I leave to Alphinaud. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfalls of Coerthas. It is not imaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slaftborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Well, I can't say no to Tataru. Hello. We are rather close to Coerthas, aren't we? We must see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Claire. Have 101 things to discuss with Slaftborn. Alright, let's go speak with Slaftborn. And, I mean, it's at least polite to let him know that we might end up being stuck in, like, a war zone. So, yeah, it's probably a good idea that he's at least made aware. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I wish I could just sleep like a cat, like, for one night. Just, like, pass right on out and just sleep so deeply. Just be content with life. And so I'd like you to spread the word to the settlers and adventurers in town. Appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Coerthas, the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I also see about finding room for infirmary as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. He's such a great guy. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There'll be no official Adventurers Guild presence at the siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. I mean, I can't think of too many people willing to actually go to a war-torn nation and fight off with dragons. Spare me a talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Well, that was rude. Hello, Raoul! I'm so glad they brought him back. He really is a good character. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to ye about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plants. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wyrm was there with the fort that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have ye? Nope. God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. That ain't all. Around the time Wyrm stopped turning up for duty, then black market weapons went missing from our vault in Udal. So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that's bind us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wyrm's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And this is just between you and me, mind, there's a fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he's noticed in the ledger. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. That's not suspicious. I don't know what is. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wyrm. Any road, you got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Claire. But why us? I guess he feels like maybe something bad might happen to him, so he needed to at least let somebody know, just in case something bad happened to him. Oh! How come I didn't see you before? So Ishgard seeks sell swords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege, some nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. Ah, but I pledge myself to guard Revenant's Toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break my terms of contract. What to do, what to do? I guess that's one way to get people to work. Promise them money. Of course, that money's not going to do you any good if you get killed. I don't see anyone here. Gonna try up here. No. Oh, there's one. Still me blade to Ishgardians? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay meat. Fair share of coin was good. I worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Well, but that's 2 people, I'm guessing, at least. And... where are they? Got one place to try. Oh, there we go. Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. It was to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventurer in the first place. I'd sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Well, can't blame him for that. Hold on. Stupid controls, I got stuck. Might have to get a new one before Endwalker comes out. Ah, too bad I'm broke. Can't afford too much right now. There you are, Claire. So, did you sway any hearts? One or two, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slapborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's told veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Well, that's a nice way to look at it. Okay, what's next? An allied perspective. Tataru has a message for you from Alphino. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting, I almost forgot. There's been word from Alphino. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are conventing in Udal to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you best make your way to Udal, or you'll be late. Alphino said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. I don't know if that's a good thing or not that they want us there, too. Maybe Alphino is hoping that if they see us, they'll be remembered. Well... she's given plenty over all this time and never once complained about it without ever asking for a reward. Maybe we can work this to our advantage. Yeah. No. Oh, I'm sorry. He's so cute. I've already shown pictures of the 2 of them together, so... I am a proud cat mom, okay? Do not judge me for it. I'm wondering why no one's noticed the fact that we have, like, a dragon sitting on our shoulder. Apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations 1 leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Well, points for efficiency. Needless to say, I felt obligated to attend. Well, you summon them! The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we?
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Talegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
I don't know if he could do that legally.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords?
I kind of feel offended that he said that.
Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Thank you! Someone puts him in his place. Thank you, Merweb.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
No, that's true. I mean, you only need that.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
Not a good idea. Ooh, that's
Your
right.
Grace?
She's going to be completely lost in her head for a little while.
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
He knows something's up. The two of them are really close. I've mentioned this before, but he kind of sees her as like an adopted daughter almost. If that's not exactly like how he feels about her. Like she's his daughter. So he, like any good father, would know when something's bothering her.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Yeah, everything's starting to add up. Like bits and pieces, all set in the stones. Once again, I owe you an apology. Seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. Well, you would be the first to do that, so I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Holshafont and Sir Emmerich to their fate. No, we can't. I cannot do that. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Well, it's not short-sighted, though. I understand why they say that. Captain Ilberd, what news? Then the assault has begun? We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Dornendale at Steel Vigil. Man the canyons alongside the knights and thin the Dravanian ore ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. There, I would have you and adventurer allies bolster the defenses of the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Mauslian at the Gate of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Well, it was kind of them to at least wait until after the meeting was over. Okay, so I think... How long has it gone on now? About an hour. Yeah, I think we can at least finish up this quest. So I want to at least get to the part where we can unlock the Gates of Judgment. Or the Steps of Faith, sorry. Alright, let's fly! You are the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Then welcome, there is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the central highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain. Okay, so we'll take care of this one first, and I think after that we'll go ahead and call it a day. Yeah, that sounds good to me, so... Oh, look at that! It looks so cool at night. So it's right around here. There they are! We got a couple knights. Oh, one of them's a Crystal Brave. Oh, it looks like we've got a bunch of dead ones. Oh no, Albino won't be happy about that. But then again, he probably won't care at this point. I know it sounds cruel, but that's just how he was back then. He's grown a lot more appreciative in the intervening years. Is that everyone? Oh. Okay. Well, you helped me, I'll help you. I mean... Your spells were pretty useful. It helped do a lot of damage, so... Okay. What happened? Oh. There's another one. So we got two separate locations. Okay, let's go through this way. There it is. More dead bodies. Wonderful. And no need to fear. We're here to help. Okay, more keep coming. Man, they just keep coming out of nowhere. People just keep coming. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here before anyone else shows up. Okay. I gotta say, the Steps of Faith here on this bridge look vastly different than the Steps of Faith that we see in cutscenes and in battle. It looks very different, so I have no idea what's going on. Can I talk to them out here? Doesn't look like it. A news adventurer. The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides! Hold fast to your grief and fury, my lady. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Alright! So the next one is the Steps of Faith. Yes, that's going to be the next trial. So let's go ahead and leave it like that. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be back as soon as we can to start wrapping up the whole storyline for 2.5 Part 2. So I'm not sure how many more videos. I'm saying at least 2 or 3. But until next time, everyone, this is Fantasy Girls signing out. So bye-bye.